A good Tavoch, Yechi Adonenu, Moreinu V'Rabbeinu, HaMelech HaMoshiach, Le'elam Voed. We're in the week of Acharei Kedoshim, the double header this coming Shabbos. And the Rebbe, one of the major things, and this is the source for this concept that everyone, it has literally imbued itself in each and every one of us. The concept that the Rebbe says that what is needed to be done is to draw down the Aleph, Alufel Shel Olam, the champion of the universe, the Rebbeinu Shel Olam, to draw down and reveal in the world, in the Goyla, in the exile, and this makes from Goyla, we draw the Aleph down, and we put it between the Gimel and the Vav, and we receive the word Geula, redemption. This is the way we merit to receive the redemption, by making for the Holy One, blessed be He, a dwelling place here in this nether world, a dira lo yisborach batachtenim. But according to our learning, according to our study, we too are in the middle of Acharei Kedoshim. We finally caught up with the pace of our study. Finally, we caught up with the parasha of this week, and we are in the hard copy on page 140. In the PDF file, we're on page 13, and we are on Ois Yud Gimel, letter 13. And hopefully now today we'll be able to make a siyum. The Rebbe goes as follows and says, in addition to the direct support of the nations of the world to the children of Israel, we also see that there are concepts that the nations of the world themselves are doing actions of goodness and kindness. That they are revealing even more that there is a master to this capital, to this world. Then this is a preparation to the state where the kingship will be unto Hashem, completely unto Hashem. Ba'geula amitis v'ashlema, in the true and complete redemption. Not as it was once. Shedafka Am Yisrael, that specifically the Jewish nation, even though you are the minute from all the nations, Hishlim b'feil es hakavona d'dir batchotenim, brought a completion in activation of the intention of a dwelling place in the netherworld, the achades mi Malchus u'Masa'elam, and a number of kingdoms from the nations of the world. His nagu b'efen achzori achas el hashniya. They related, or they behaved in a cruel way, one to another. These asku beikar b'te'eles atzman, and they dealt mainly with their own benefits, or in the conquering of other countries, and similar to this. From the revealed matters that have come to be added in these days, says the Rebbe, mamish, literally, in which we see that how the world and the nations of the world are preparing and helping, supporting on the way to the redemption, through the concept of charity and education. Shnei Yitzedus Ikrim, two major foundations, B'Yeshuva Shel Olam, in the in the settling of the world. Lo sheves yitzorah, and this is the purpose that Hashem says in the Torah, that He created the world and created man in order to go and to bring a settlement in the world. Yadua u'mefursam, it is known and it is publicized. B'chol hakisvei eis, in all the printed matter, all the media, in other words. In regard to the happenings that are going on in these recent last days, that this country, that is founded upon charity and kindness, kayadua, as known, took advantage of its power and strength, to help, to support, and to save people in a distant place in the world, far away from this country. The Rebbe is talking about the country where he is found, in the United States. Even though, and get this, even though there is not a direct benefit to the people of this country, does it ring any bells that the United States is going and doing acts of kindness, acts of charity with another country in order to go and to bring about the support and the help to that country, even though it's not bringing direct benefit to the United States? Connect the dots. Well, we can see it written in front of our eyes. Medina zeh sholcha ribui anoshim. This country, the United States, the Rebbe says, sent a numerous amount of people, ve'anshei chayil mitzvah, and soldiers from their army, l'sayeh liplitim b'mekei masahem, to support, to give support to refugees in those places where they are, together with food and clothing and medicine. And this is instead of using aeroplanes in order to go and to conquer, and instead of using the food and the clothing for the citizens of this country, the United States, they are using these things mentioned above in order to save poor people, miserable poor people, and especially young children, mikor admi hepech from the cold, and to the extent that they are literally saving them from the opposite of life, saving them from a sure death. And there we see the rachmanos, the mercy, as we find ourselves this week in the counting of the Omer, in the week of mercy, which is Tif'eres, mercy, right? Because we have Chesed, which is kindness, Gvura, which is might, and Tif'eres, which is beauty, or Rachamim, mercy. The Teishve Medina Zeh, and it shows the mercy of the citizens of this country, of the United States. When they heard and saw how other people are suffering, even though these other people are not their relatives, and they never had any connection with them, the country, the United States, woke up was aroused to go and to give them support. And this is in correlation to the system of this country in regard to concepts of charity. that they give help and support to people throughout the entire world. And they don't even wait for anyone to go and to ask help from them. And following, and in connotation to this, it is also known that these last days, Yatza Manig Medina Zeh, that the leader of this country went out be'achraza ve'hayra, with a proclamation and an instruction, mifeiretis, a detailed instruction, benagel lechinuch haneyar, in regard to the education of the youth. And this is in correlation to that which he began at the beginning of his presidency. He went and he proclaimed that his goal is lihizocher, to be remembered, education chinuch president, as a education president. That's the way he wanted to be remembered. He wants to be remembered. Because of the activities and the changes, the great actions and changes, l'teiv, for the good, that he will bring into action, in order to strengthen the education in this country, in the United States. The novelty in the recent happenings, bein hayeser, amongst others, muvan befashtus, is understood in its simplicity. Hagam she'etzel bnei Yisrael, even though that by the children of Israel, ein ze chidush klal, this is not a novelty at all. Kevan she'etzlam tomidoi sohan hoga, al pi Torah mitzvahs, for by them, by the children of Israel, our behavior was always according to the Torah and mitzvahs, be'inyan tzedakah v'chinuch v'chulu, in regard to charity and education, etc. Thus, this reveals even more how there is a master to this capital, to this world. For this is the true foundation for charity and for education. And as mentioned before, quite a few times, that true success in education is dependent on the knowledge and the awareness of the child in the creator of the world and the master of the world, the Hashem. And all this is in addition to a few more matters that are happening by divine providence on a daily basis. This is in regard to the general population, and in regard to every single individual in one's personal matters and details. And what is the intention in regard to what we're talking about? That this should reveal even more how the world is helping and supporting to make a dwelling place in the netherworld, and to bring the redemption. The Rebbe ends off and says, this also includes the fact that this past week, there was found in a very distant point corner of the world, precious stones and gems. And this was found through the blessing of the Holy One, blessed be He. Bedugmas, and this is an example of V'hanisim heviu es avnei hashoyam, and the leaders of the Jewish nation, the princes, the leaders of each tribe, brought heviu es avnei hashoyam ves avnei hamiluim la'ephod v'la'choshen. They brought the precious stones and the gems for the breastplate and the garment, the ephod, the apron of the choshen, of the breastplate of the Kohen Gadol, of the high priest. Avur bigdei hakehuna, for the garments of priesthood, sha'anonim hevium, of which the anonim, the clouds, brought. V'akavona bezeh, and what is the intention behind this? That we are taking advantage of these gems and precious stones for the adornments of the kala of the bride. Lahisif b'tzedakah, to add in charity, kanis kalael, as mentioned above. And in the geula, in the redemption, who is the kala? Us, the Knesset Yisrael, the congregation of Israel. And who is the chosen? The Eibishter, the Holy One, blessed be He, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yechi Adonenu, Moreinu V'Rabbeinu, HaMelech HaMoshiach, Chai V'Kayom, Le'olam Voed, Teichef Umyad, Mamish, on a good and revealed basis, with happiness and joy on a revealed basis as well. Yechi HaMelech.